3 seconds. 3 seconds. That's all it takes to pull the trigger, take a man's life, or to forgive yourself and start to fight for you. What I want to be talking to you guys about today is the topic letting go and letting God. And an enlightened mind, when he hears letting God, what does that mean? Why should I let him lead me? Let it do what? There's so many theories I have stemming from the Bible as to proof of God's existence, but then I want to keep this video under a minute, so I'm going to try to keep it brief. Science and evolution has tried so hard to explain that reproduction is why we are here, but then why does man have an endless search for meaning? Why is there a void to feel? Why do you feel the need to get high, feel good? It's because you feel bad, and there's no amount of drowning yourself in 40 bottles of Jameson, some of the best whiskey, tequila, alcohol won't fix that. It's because you're not yours. Your spirit being, what is inside that controls this flesh, is God's child. It's a creation, and that creation is the breath of life that the Bible talks about. In all my stoic stuff, the most important book I would recommend you read is the Bible. That's just the guide for man, and men, most people don't realize it. We are taught to be distracted and shy away from it because it makes us feel terrible, calls us out. Meanwhile, that is truly the way, the truth, and the life. That life, the way to the life you seek, is through Christ. And I want you to understand what Christianity really means in this video. I don't want you to be used to what we've been meant to think, which is that Christianity is to be Christ-like. Nah, my own definition of Christianity is the choice to die to self daily. And in my opinion, that is self-improvement. Christianity is self-improvement. And it's discipline. You can't, discipline will always lead you back to God, because God is love. That's what 1 John says, that God is love. And when you walk in discipline, you walk in love, you're choosing to love yourself. And that love can overflow from your cup, which is your heart, and spread into others, because you've chosen you. But you need to choose you first. You can't keep sabotaging. This video is to end self-betrayal. Now, don't get me wrong. The point I want to pass across is that as much as you can walk in the spirit, same way you walk in flesh, and that you have salvation doesn't mean you give up on your old ways instantly. It's in your body's desire to want to smoke weed, to want to have sex. It's natural as a man, but you can abstain from it. You don't need it, you don't need it to feel complete, to feel good. You're okay, you're enough the way you are, and you can now choose to build and do other things and chase your passion when you have a different type of focus and priorities. God changes the perspective of a man, and you can build your perspective by, writing saved me, man. Reading and writing a lot is going to show you that you're more than you think. But then when it really comes down to it, that paradigm shift that happens when you're at rock bottom can only be God. The only explanation to want it to be better and do good is God, because God is good, and you doubting yourself can actually hinder your faith. You need to learn to trust yourself again. Forgive yourself for all the hurt. Nobody here hasn't done terrible things, bruv. I'm me talking to you and prove that you can be bad and still choose to be good. You can always be better than you are right now. Trust me, it gets better. It surely does get, and you are definitely worth fighting for, even though nobody has ever told you. Bro, I'm telling you today that you are worth fighting for, and you should stop self-sabotaging by spending your money, feeling you need to be distracted, nigga. All you need is focus. Focus will give you completion. You need to focus on yourself and see your failure as an opportunity to learn. Learn from your mistakes, not allow them repeat itself. And because you failed, it's not the end of the world, man. You're not the first man to fail. Trust me, the light bulb wouldn't have been invented if Einstein hadn't failed a couple of times, man. I've been Newton, I don't even know. You need to learn to approach life with this student mentality. You should always be wanting to learn. You need to stop. You need to put your body under subjection. That's what Paul says. Control yourself. You're not in charge of your outcomes, rather, but you're in charge of the decisions you take. I want you to pay more attention to your decisions. The decisions you take throughout the year is what will lead to the end of the year. And if you don't want the same pattern to keep repeating, bro, you need to take better decisions, man. Write goals, realistic goals, man, and actually start working towards them. Believe you can get them. Write them, not because it's unattainable. My last video talked about how chasing growth is chasing God. You will find you eventually, but you have to start somewhere. Perfectionism is slow. That's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. That need to be perfect for your videos to edit to be perfect. It slowed me down. It's the reason why I don't post as much as I should. But I'm done with that shit, man. It's time to really get active and execute. There's so much out there for us, man. That dream body, that dream physique is very possible and very achievable. but it's going to take time and deliberation. You need to be deliberate about it. And trust me, if you start to focus on yourself and pay more attention to yourself, you start to find out that you are the way to your success, and you can get there if you want to, but you have to want it as bad as you want to breathe, fam. So enough. Stop consuming, stop scrolling, stop consuming, and start committing. Sign up for TRG Foundations today. The link is in my bio. We officially launched yesterday. This is TRG. This is over everything.